Yo, it's Sway.
Sway.
Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
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 Only on Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Yeah. Bitches.
I'm going to change the whole fab game up. And I'm going to call her Fabulicious.
Fabulicious.
The Fabulicious one herself is now walking in. Kimora Lee Simmons, ladies and gentlemen. There she goes. Look at her walk. Walk. How you doing? All right, good to see you. Have a seat.
Are we on already?
We are on and popping. Yo, you cold? Go ahead, leave it on. You know, this is your world. Welcome, Kimora.
You're just a squirrel?
I'm just a squirrel.
Trying to get it.
Always. You know me. You know me well.
What do I do? Put these on?
Yeah, you can put those
Are
on.
they clean?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good ass question. Are the headphones clean?
You know, you can catch like lice, like when you go to a radio station, or when you go to like Tower
network,
Records or
yeah.
Virgin Megastore where you're testing all the stuff.
You could catch lice?
Absolutely.
Well, this is what we do. You see the little wipes right there?
That's what you need.
We
I already put it on though.
We wiped it off, but we wiped it down before you came in because we know I've changed the word. You're fabulicious.
I told you, Sway.
I like that.
You
Sway.
like that? Can you rock
My
with
word
that?
is fabulosity, but I will be fabulicious for you.
I thought, it's been fabulosity for a while. I thought maybe we could deviate from it a little bit. And
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it?
Right. But I'll take fabulicious.
I'll do
Someone
fabulous.
probably has that in the world.
You think so? Did you
I'm
copy?
sure.
You copywritten like fabulous?
Yes,
right?
that's mine. So every time someone uses that, I could sue them for a lot of money. But I don't, because we want that. Like Def back in the day.
Yeah.
We let
Def Jam.
let Jermaine Dupri use that for like $1. I don't even know how to say that.
So Def.
But you want it, yeah.
Yeah, and Jermaine paid $1 to use.
Because
the
you
licensing.
want it. Yeah, right. Maybe it was a little more than that, but you want it to be used so you don't really complain. That's the whole idea.
But that was a slang expression. So you could copyright a
I
slang
believe so.
that came
Yes.
from the streets, and if you get
I
a hold
believe
of
so.
it.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. Some things yes and some things no, but Def and fabulosity, yes.
Wow, Kimora Lee Simmons is here, ladies and gentlemen. Kimora House of Fab is the
Sway.
show. It's good to see
You're
you.
everywhere.
I'm doing
you
a lot.
have like 100 jobs,
Yeah.
like a
I'm hustling.
West Indian
Yes.
lady.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Mama.
Which one of your daughters play soccer?
Everyone.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. And my daughter, Kiyomi.
Kiyomi?
Yes.
Is that Kimora?
Yes.
Kiyomi?
Kiyomi.
Ming Lee, Aoki Lee,
Ming Lee,
Kenzo
yeah.
Lee, Kiyomi Lee.
And she plays soccer.
How old is she?
She's 13.
My baby just turned 13
Yeah.
on Monday.
Really?
When did yours?
August 13th.
Oh, and Aoki's August 16th.
Yeah.
But I'm devastated at this whole teenage thing. I don't get it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Because
It's
I
too
got
much
some
for me.
advice for you, okay? And I can use some advice from you, okay?
I got a gun for you. That's what
Okay.
you're going to need. That's what we need.
That's what we need.
We take
Kimora
it
is
from
here.
there.
Let's go. 888-742-3345. Kimora, I think I've always loved like witnessing your evolution. From the early days, I always said, damn, man, what would it be like to have a woman like Kimora in my life?
Ooh.
I always thought that because
What?
one of the things you just
Kinky.
pointed out, yeah, well, the side of me you won't find on MTV.
Right.
How?
But
Those
no,
of us that know, there's other sides that they won't find on MTV.
yeah, that's you gotta hide something. They don't hide it no more on TV. We was just had Joe Budden talking about love and hip hop, man. Nobody hides. It's no integrity on what people do in front of the camera.
Is there integrity on Love and Hip Hop?
Like I said,
No.
there's no integrity
Yeah.
on what people do in front
There's
of the camera.
integrity on Kimora House of Fab.
And that's what I like about you.
There's integrity on Kimora Life in the Fab Lane.
That's what I like about you. And and you've always had that integrity. And at the same time, you're a mom, you're a working mom. And
Yes.
you were just giving us some insight on that. So what is that like being a working mom? Like who's watching the kids right now?
Right now, they're at home with Jaimin and Russell.
But
But they're not in this house together. Jaimin is at home with the kids. Russell's moving to California, and he picks up the girls every day and he takes them to school, but it's a joint thing.
It's a joint thing. So you got the two men watching the kids right now.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
Yeah, pimping ain't easy, y'all.
It isn't.
It really isn't. You got to write that book. And they
I wrote the book. Are you going to write the book, Pimpin' Ain't Easy?
Pimping ain't easy. I'm going to just take quotes from your book.
You can.
I can?
Yeah.
Can I? All
That's
right.
what I tell Russ all the time. Now I'm going to do a book on financial services and getting your foot up into the financial game. And I said to Russ, I'm just going to take stuff from your book.
And then make your own book. What's that Russ card? Is that real? I see you do it sometimes.
Yeah, that's real. And that's really linked to a banking institution. So it's not a card that you buy at the counter and load up from the store. It's linked to a bank. And it really helps people that otherwise would not be able to be in the game in terms of building your credit and you know, your checks can go there and you get them quicker and you're not some people take their check and go to the check cashing place.
Yeah.
And then they take your money. They take money to give you your money. And this happens all the time for every bill, every time you want to pay something, you know, so you can't really get in terms of credit. You can't get in the game. And so there's a lot of, how many people call for that KLS card? Like 30,000 people a month.
Oh, for that card.
So that means I speak to people who are trying to get their foot up in the game. So I want to address those 30,000 people every month and show them this is what you kind of needed. And I think they listen to me a little differently than maybe someone else.
Then Russell.
No, they listen to him too because he started it.
Yeah.
We're partners in that business.
How do you could also write a book on how to maintain a great relationship with your ex.
Exes.
Your exes. Jimon's an ex?
Yeah, I'm single.
Oh, you single? Why?
Turn off the damn radio. He don't know.
No, I thought.
Where is the sound part that goes?
No. I heard you were single, but when you say he's at home watching the kids, I thought maybe that you can't believe everything. Maybe y'all reconciled or something. So now you're single.
We're always reconciled, though. I love him so much. He's one of my dearest friends. He's a great guy. He's helped my life so much. We were married for almost 6 years.
Then what happened then? What was the turning point? What
Probably
was it?
me.
You?
I don't know.
You
I don't even want to say it. It's going to give me a bad rep.
Okay, no. You don't say it.
Just probably me. Life happens. I think life happens, and it's tough. But I think you want to maintain a great friendship, and the most important thing is I have 3 beautiful kids, and they feel, if you ask them, they say they have 2 dads, so they get double the love when it comes to their dads, and they don't feel like they're lacking any way. They don't feel displaced or misplaced in any way. They feel nurtured and loved and protected and free. They're free spirits. They're 3, 10, and 13.
13, yeah.
So they're happy. And if my children are happy, I mean, deeply inside, happy people, well-rounded individuals, that's it for me. I don't care. I could give a hell about whatever anybody else has to say.
So would marriage be something you would consider doing again?
I'm good like this, but I do get a lot of proposals.
You get a lot
all the time.
What's the last proposal you got?
I get them all the time.
All the time?
Yeah,
like as recent as last week?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.